So we got. Excuse me.
Okay.
You can edit that. Okay.
Jeff, I don't know if you've ever had COVID, but I had
No.
COVID-19. No? Wow, you're lucky. I've
Yeah.
had COVID-19 three times. I'm vaxxed to shit. I'm vaxxed like crazy, but I still got it three times. The first two times, nothing. Had no symptoms, no anything. The only reason I knew I had it is because I tested because other people around me had it, and I had nothing. The third time, though, I actually had symptoms. And for a while after I got better, I had a superpower. And my
Oh.
superpower was I could not smell poop, farts, or piss. And it was pretty sweet because I could drop the nastiest bomb and
Hmm.
my wife would be dying, right? She'd be throwing up. She'd be, oh my God, what did you eat? What's wrong with you? I smell nothing. Smelling roses. I'm all good, right?
Hey, Stinky!
I could go to the nastiest train station washroom with the walls painted and smeared with feces, piss all over the floors. You're walking, you're feeling the crunch of that piss underneath your feet. I could walk in there, use it, no problem at all. Come out, I'm all good. I can't smell a damn
Amazing.
thing. Yeah.
Amazing.
Problem though,
Yeah.
a couple of weeks after I got it, no, sorry, 2 months. I had it for about 2 months, and then immediately disappeared, almost like overnight.
Yeah.
I tried my luck on a fart, and it was a really bad one, and brought tears
Uh,
to my eyes.
Boy, oh boy.
of joy.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, because
of disgust.
some people enjoy the smell of their own brand.
Not me, but
Uh,
yeah, easy come, easy go, I guess, right?
you know
I
what you could have done with that superpower?
what's that?
Have you ever seen those videos of the guys who impregnate cows?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, they put the arm in, and for some reason they before they do it they have to pull out like lots and lots of poop out of the cow's butt. Um, you could have done that job like no like it was no big deal. Like you were working in a candy shop. You could have
Yeah,
made.
I didn't lose my sense of feel though. Oh my God, that would have been bad.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
fair enough.
Well,
Fair enough.
anyhow, welcome back to Bottom of the Barrel.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Ben, and we're scraping the bottom of the barrel to come up with the best worst movies that we can think of.
Because like us, you may take great pleasure in that for whatever reason.
So the movie we're doing today is a bit of a special one. It's called Fish Piss. And Jeff over here, Mr. Jeff, is an expert on fish piss, on both the
Indeed.
creation and the consumption of fish piss.
Yes. Yeah. And as well as the superpowers you get from it. But
Yes.
I was able to curb the addiction. So I'll preface this by saying this may be the shortest bottom of the barrel video to date. The reason why, to understand fish piss, which I don't think anyone truly can, one would have to understand the filmmaker, Janice Click. Janice Click is not a person's name, nor is it the name of a film company. But the man behind the madness that is Janice Click once explained to me what Janice Click is, and the explanation was about as abstract and difficult to understand as the movies that he makes.
Yeah. He makes
What
his
you get
movies in a
is
special way too. He uses
very
like an
special.
old VHS camcorder,
Mhm.
which is very unique. It's not something that you see very often.
Yeah. Yeah. And what you get is a combination of micro budget schlock and what I would just say is analog horror. And it's the analog aspect that I think was going to make this a short video, because you get no character background, you don't know much about the character, you might not even know some of the characters' names. All you get is what is in that moment. Like analog found footage mixed with lots of other indie filmmaking elements.
Now,
But what
initially you
that
said that
brings,
in a very interesting way.
yeah,
You said analog to begin with. Now, would you consider this analog filmmaking or analog filmmaking?
if you rewind, when you upload this, you're going to rewind back right now
Yep.
to where I said analog, and you're going to see that I definitely did not say analog.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you said analog first.
Okay, well, analog horror.
I thought it was a Boston thing.
No, they definitely in Boston we say analog, not analog. Well, it depends what we're talking about. If you keep a log of anuses, then I guess you would say analog.
Yeah.
Anyhow, uh, the film the film brings us to a filthy basement, 9 a.m. on a Saturday, where we meet John, a peculiar fellow in a one-piece painter's outfit, painting what the screen told us was his basement, though it looks a lot like an empty living room. But be that as it may, he's chugging a beer. I think it was a Natty Ice.
Yeah. It
With
was either
his,
a natty or a PBR. I wasn't, I think it switched back and forth.
quite possible.
Yeah.
And his friend Jeremy shows up, though I swear a couple of times he's called Jerry, and a few times he's called Jer Bear. But if your name is Jeremy, I suppose you could probably be called all of those things.
Yeah. Unless his name was
Neither here.
Jeremy, which would make sense. If he was Jeremy, he could be a Jer Bear too.
I suppose, but
Is
I'm gonna
Jeremy a
pawn
name? It could be wherever they're from.
Missouri, I think.
Yeah.
Anyhow, his buddy Jeremy shows up, and he says he's just coming in to check on him. We don't know why he's coming in to check on him, but John says,
I'm as bright as rain.
tosses a painter's smock outfit to Jeremy, and tells him to help him out. Then things get a little weird. It's kind of like maybe a little David Lynch here, where lines are spoken that you think maybe mean something, but maybe not. Maybe they were just ad-libbing the whole thing.
Hey, what's today? What's today? Saturday, dude.
And then John gets really excited, and he grabs a VHS tape and puts it in the VCR, and that is where we meet the character who will eventually become John's Tyler Durden, or whatever the hell Mila Kunis's name was in Black Swan.
Yeah.
And he is Bobby Brock, and he's a musician slash broccoli spokesperson.
Yeah. He's a pro broccoli activist for sure. And he's played by the filmmaker.
Yes, he is played by Steve Reifsteck.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Steve is okay with us spilling the beans on Janice.click's identity. I don't think he really tries to keep it secret anymore.
Okay.
Or if he ever did. I don't know.
I don't know. We can find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. And
Yeah, we'll find out.
if not, you can beep out the name, and we will be held as custodians of forbidden information.
Exactly. We're the secret
I've
keepers.
always wanted. Yeah. So anyhow, we get a music video of Bobby Brock called Broccoli Rock. Now, Ben, do you have any lyrics from Broccoli Rock memorized?
I couldn't find the lyrics, but it was something about kiss my ass and suck my cock. I'm gonna have some broccoli rock.
Yeah. Possibly the greatest song ever written. I don't know.
I love my mom, I love my dad, and I don't remember what comes after that.
I love my mom and I love my dad. I want to go out and eat broccoli real bad.
And he says, if anyone ever tries to show you their stock, remember it's me, Bobby Brock.
And hey kids, just remember, if someone ever tries to show you their stock, remember, it's me, Bobby Brock, and I got your back.
Anyhow, by the TV, there is a jar filled with some strange liquid, and on the jar is the label. The label says fish piss.
Before we get past that, though, we should mention that Jeremy or Jeremy or Jer Bear seems to be against broccoli. So John is very pro broccoli with the Broccoli Rock song, but Jeremy was watching a video or was showing John a video about how broccoli is fake. Broccoli is not real. And they're not wrong because broccoli isn't something that occurred naturally. It's something that scientists made by cloning mustard flour, by cloning mustard seed flour or whatever. Broccoli and cauliflower are fake plants, so they're not
Yes.
wrong.
And
Yeah.
that information was given to us by a friend of mine, Canadian filmmaker Adam Riot Thorne. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Nope.
I novelized one of his movies, Muppet Pastor, a few years ago. Wonderful guy, wonderful human being, someone you should definitely have on to
All right.
interview sometime.
And it sounds like he's a pro broccoli activist too. So all right.
He's a pro broccoli activist. I mean, no,
Oh, he's anti-broccoli.
anti-broccoli activist.
Okay.
He's saying things that are made don't trust things because they're green.
Yeah.
God
Okay.
didn't make them. Broccoli is a similar shape to a mushroom cloud, which he
Yes.
likens to Hiroshima
Yeah.
or Hiroshima. And he says it's not even real. It's not in the Bible. Therefore, broccoli is not real.
Yeah. So broccoli, everybody.
You know, this happened to me after only 2 broccolis, and this happened to me after 3.
And then John starts flipping out about this video because he loves broccoli and Bobby Brock so much. And then he picks up the jar of fish piss.
Yeah.
And this is where we get his explanation that his grandpa had been saving it for over 50 years. And he says that his grandpa told him, you only use this when you really need it. When you're in a bind and there's no way out, that's when you drink the fish piss. And meanwhile, Jeremy over there is like, what the hell are you talking about? And I really liked this explanation of what fish piss is. You know, when you jack off and after you jack off, you have to go pee a little bit. I guess my granddaddy jacked off 1,000 fish. It's like fish oil, but better.
Shut up. Get the fuck out of my house, man.
And he drinks the fish piss.
The whole time you're describing it, I'm losing my mind over here.
And we get this really cool, actually kind of scary, creepy scene where Billy Bass, he's got a Billy Bass on the wall, and Billy Bass becomes sentient and orders him to kill Jeremy.
Yeah, it's true. After he sings "Don't Worry, Be Happy" in slow-mo, in bozo slow-mo.
So John, he bludgeons Jeremy to death with was it a monkey wrench?
Yeah, it was a monkey wrench. It was a plumber's wrench. Yeah.
Plumber's wrench. And through it all, it's just really cool. Like Jeremy, he keeps smiling as he's getting his head bludgeoned until finally John pulls his head clean off.
Yeah. It looks really good too, everybody.
Yeah. So we are then brought to the pond, which becomes kind of the main focal point of the movie.
Yeah.
And we after every other scene, it seems like we return to the pond, where a guy catches a fish with his bare hand, and he proclaims, "It's a boy. It's a bouncing baby boy." He didn't say it's a jiggly baby boy. He said it's a bouncing baby boy.
Yeah, he also didn't say that it's an innocent baby boy that could do no wrong.
No, right, yeah. And what does he do after he identifies the gender of the fish? He starts jacking it off. And he's not too happy with what he gets from it. He said he didn't get enough milk.
Gross.
Fish piss is also fish milk, apparently.
Yeah.
Only Janice.click can explain that one. And not enough, he needs more. So then we're brought back to John and Billy Bass. And it's 3 days later. Billy Bass tells John he's got to get rid of the body. So he goes down to his basement. He pulls where he has the body stashed. in a trash bag and a bunch of duct tape. All that brings the body of Jer Bear out to the pond, tosses him over, and then Billy Brock appears once again. This time not on the screen of a TV, but there in the rowboat with him.
Yeah.
I thought it was really interesting how Billy,
Bobby.
Bobby Brock. I'm thinking Billy Bass, Bobby Brock.
Yeah. There's lots of
Bobby
B's.
Brock becomes his conscience.
Yeah.
He's telling him, "Man, you're in too deep."
You took care of the body. But, who's gonna take care of you?
And
Yeah, he
all
kind of
that.
changes through the movie. In the beginning, he's kind of the conscience, and then towards the end, he becomes the voice of the addiction.
Bobby, no, Jesus Christ. For a movie with 5 people in it, you think I could get a couple names right? John's like, "What am I supposed to do? My
Yeah.
granddad done jerked off like 1,000 fish." And one of my favorite lines is,
Tell me, now I'll probably fish the gene pool water down, shit like that. Now I probably gotta jerk off 2,000 fish.
I could go to the limb and say this movie may be an allegory for addiction.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I may be overthinking it. I don't think I have talked to the madman behind Janice.click, and he did because I can talk about this. Like I am novelizing this movie,
Okay.
and when I asked him for a screenplay, he said, "There's no screenplay. We were just making shit up as we went along."
I think it's just friends around, and that's about it, right?
It really is, but boy, they have made some really entertaining products. I know I should products. I hate when people refer to art as a product. They
Yeah.
make some great art. So where the hell am I in this jumbled list of notes?
You're where the fish monster is about to make his first appearance.
Yeah, Bobby Brock explains that he lives in a world of broccoli,
Me? I live in a world of broccoli.
and John lives in a stream of piss.
But you? You're living a stream of piss.
And because of that, his poor friend Jeremy had to pay the price. What's going to be next? Well, John brings the boat back and gets onto the land, and that's when we meet the creature. I mean, you can show a picture, obviously.
I'm going to show a whole clip of the creature in here.
The sneakers and the swim shorts are my favorite. Reminds me a little bit, I think it was the 3rd Creature from the Black Lagoon movie where they put clothes on him and he just walks around town destroying things.
My favorite part of the creature is how every time he comes up onto land, he seems to be able to walk out onto land no problem, but as soon as he gets there, he has to lay down on the ground and start flopping around.
Yeah. And then he's good. He just
Yeah.
has to flail around for a few minutes. Like the fish at the end of the Faith No More epic video.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he's fine.
Yeah.
I imagine that piano part of that song is what's playing in his head.
Do, 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 do.
I can actually play that. I'll send a video. We can throw it in there.
I'll try, but I mean, I'll totally get
that'll-
killed on that one. So
Even if it's me doing a bad job at playing it on the piano, it'll probably still get. Anyhow, so the monster comes out. He attacks John, starts taunting him. You know, you want more fish piss? You want more fish piss? I think he's like making jack off motions to him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because then he says, "I just need you to give me a tug,
Yeah.
and bring me more bodies. I'm still hungry."
He needs 2 things. He needs to be jacked off, and he needs to eat.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what most people need, right?
So this is where I think the addiction allegory comes in. Addiction feeds on death, and so the blood of someone who was murdered awakened him. And I was just trying to sound smart, and I really just pulled that out of my ass. But I'm going with it.
I'm going to put a graduation cap right on your head now.
So we get kind of a weird little scene where John's just kind of wandering around drunk because, you know, he's craving the fish piss. Passes a guy in the park, tells the guy to go fuck himself or something like that. He sits down on a bench where there's a plaque that says "in honor of a fisherman." Another one of those David Lynch
Yeah.
touches that I think might actually probably just be a random thing that they filmed and probably doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. It
But
was
that's
probably
what I
just
love
funny.
about what I love about Janice.click. He makes you think. So John gets a little bit of bad news. He's in his house drinking a beer, and Bobby Brock is there, whether physically or metaphysically, I don't know.
Yeah.
He gets a call from, I don't know if it's the mayor who calls him or the game warden, but that the pond is being shut down.
Yeah.
Or
And
I
you
think
get
they
my
call it a river.
you get my favorite line in the movie here. My favorite line in this movie is,
You're not allowed to shut down my piss.
"You're not allowed to shut down my piss."
Yes, I actually did. I tried. I'm reading from like my novelization notes right now, and at that
Okay.
point, I was trying to just like type in as I listened to every line that I could, and I did. Yeah, you don't have the right to shut down my piss.
He's
Um,
if you can imagine that he's saying it like a wrestling promo from the 70s, right? It's like,
yeah,
"You can't shut down my piss," like that.
yeah. Well, he actually has a little moment that reminds me of another great wrestling promo.
Okay.
It was Legion of Doom from the D-Generation X pay-per-view from December of, I want to say, 97.
Okay.
And there was a great, what do you call it? A botch in the promo where Hawk or Animal, I always forget which one is which. He refers to, I want to say, Ken Shamrock and whoever Ken Shamrock's tag team partner as a couple of boogers. And he likens them to boogers, and he points to, well, let's just say it's Hawk. He points to Animal, and you are no better than mine and his boogers. It's a wrestling moment that just lives free in my head forever. But what he said, and I think this was ad-libbing gone wrong or terribly right, he says,
I can't fish in the piss! I can't piss in the fish!
I'm not sure which one was the correct line because I don't think either makes sense. But
I wrote
maybe
in
you
my
can.
notes, I wonder what is in John's fanny pack, because John's wearing a fanny pack in the scene, and I wonder what he's got in there.
It's like the Band-Aid on Marcellus Wallace's neck in Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction. We'll
exactly.
never know. Okay, so then we get some more of that analog greatness where we get a commercial for organic broccoli, and then we have a fishing commercial,
Yeah.
and then we get the second great cameo of the movie, the one and only David Liebehart from the Tim and Eric show.
Yeah.
Uh,
The guy who
where
you had
he,
a shirt on of the other day.
yes,
I
yeah,
recognized him from your shirt.
yeah. He sings a song about fish piss and being a vegetarian.
Yeah.
I think what he was saying was if you give up eating animal products and become a vegetarian, you will get over your cravings for fish piss.
Even try to be a vegetarian. Stay away from meat and all that bad stuff.
There's also a little animated segment with the fish monster going after a busty woman, but it's done in early 2000s computer animated video game style.
Yes. All right, so John and Bobby are back out on the boat. There's a severed head floating around, and then there's a random guy out in the woods by the pond, and the creature comes out, and this leads up to another one of my favorite lines in the movie. Apparently, this guy had some prior dealings with the monster because the monster's telling him he wants to be sucked off, but the guy says he thought all he wanted was a tug. And then he says, "Fine, if you will bring my dead friends back, I will give you sloppy tilapia." I don't know if you got that. And we get some simulated fellatio on a green oblong object. Beautiful close-up. So John is still in the throes of his fish piss addiction. So he brings a dead body to the pond that he had in his basement.
You want to hear something interesting, though, before we get into the body going back into the pond? The
Mhm.
simulated fellatio of the fish monster wasn't in the version that I had. That's interesting.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe it was cut. I don't know.
Huh.
Interesting.
What
Yeah.
was the runtime on your version? Do you remember?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it was a little bit close to maybe an hour and 20 minutes.
Mine was an hour and 11.
Okay, so it's not, I don't know.
Is it possible you just blocked it out?
It's possible that I blocked it out. Yes, that's true.
Well,
Right.
anyhow,
Yes,
I
back
saw
to
the
the body.
fisherman. I saw the fisherman get a blowjob, and you didn't.
So, haha, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the creature is not happy. He needs more bodies. He's still hungry. He tips John over on the boat. Needs more food. They argue, and John promises he'll bring him one more body.
One more!
The creature seems to kind of reluctantly agree because he did that thing again where when he chased him out of the water, he was started beating on him. Then he fell down and
Mhm.
flailed around like a woman who's about to vomit in a oh my god, what the hell's that guy's name?
Oh, Lucifer Valentine.
No, not Lucifer Valentine.
Oh,
I have so many of this guy's movies, I can't remember his name. Donald Farmer. Like a woman who just
oh,
vomited in a Donald
oh
Farmer
boy.
movie.
I've done a couple of his on my channel.
Yeah. We could do a whole show on that topic.
Yeah. I got a question. Whose
Yeah.
body was he chopping up to throw? Like, was he just stabbing at to throw into the lake that time? Because he didn't see him kill another guy.
Yeah, I don't think I think he was just killing people to bring to the pond to feed to the monster.
Okay.
I
Because
think it's just a pride.
that body just looked like a red bowling pin too. So that was pretty
Pretty
funny.
yeah, yeah. So he calls up his buddy Billy, who for some reason is in his backyard where there's a broken down washing machine,
Yeah.
and he's hitting it with metal hooks.
With meat hooks. Why? Choo, choo,
Um
choo.
and it's another one of those great things that Janice.click does. Makes you
Yeah.
like, what does that mean? Does that signify something?
He's also a
Probably not.
white he's also a white guy with cornrows too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who makes another appearance towards the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I
As
think
as a
I think that was
psychiatrist.
deliberate. Yeah, I think that was deliberate.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyhow, as I kind of figured, he calls after he calls up his buddy Billy, asks him to go fishing. It's just a means of luring him down to the pond to kill him. He puts a trash bag over his head and bludgeons him with like a brick, a cinder
Yeah.
block, or a brick. And then Bobby shows up, and I'm at this point, I think Bobby is no longer the conscience. I think he's now the devil on the other shoulder, if you
Yeah.
will.
I agree.
And then Billy's dead body stands up with the trash bag still over him, tells John that John is a demon, and they're all coming for him.
We should also mention that the fish monster has also told John that he's too ugly and that he needed to shave his head.
Am I beautiful now, you motherfucker?
So he's done that at this point too.
Yes. That's one of those things where I don't know, maybe I have some like facial blindness because a few times I was like, is that the same character as before? Is it the same actor playing two different characters?
I had that at kind of at the beginning, at the very, very beginning of the movie, the guy who was just driving around drinking PBR. I didn't realize that was John until later.
Yeah, okay, so
Mhm.
it's not just me then.
No.
So we get this weird scene where John meets his friend in, I'm guessing, a gay bar.
Yeah.
A very strange conversation, brief conversation takes place, but it ends in John saying,
I gotta fucking tug him.
and that's when we start hearing the sound effect, this sort of type of sound effect, which comes intermittently throughout the whole rest of the movie. I don't know if he actually did tug the guy off, if the sound effect was supposed to signify that. I don't know if you understand the next scene where the creature comes to John, but he looks like
Yeah.
he's in like a basement or something.
Yeah. Well, it looked like they were in a like like a street underneath an overpass or something like that with the sewer going by or something. Like they were in the sewer.
Maybe okay.
And he got his uncut green hog out again.
Yes, so you did see this. You did see
I
it
did
this
see
time.
this one. Yeah.
Yes. And that's actually because I was doing my rewatch of it not too long before we started filming, and I was eating dinner, and I was eating a burrito, and I almost couldn't finish my burrito because the splooge that came out of the fish monster very much resembled sour cream. I kind of felt it rising in my throat as I was finishing.
I wrote toothpaste, but I guess sour cream works too.
Toothpaste would have been so much better. So we're getting close to the end now. John goes and he sits on the boat at the pond, and by the pond, and he's smoking, and he's confused and frustrated, and he starts complaining to the sky about Bobby Brock,
Bobby Brock, god damn it. What the fuck, man?
and he just admits to, I don't know, God, that he killed so many people,
Yeah.
and all for what?
Including
And
sweet little Billy. He refers to
including
Billy
sweet
as
little
sweet little Billy and Jer Bear.
And as during this examination of his conscience shows up, and there's Bobby Brock sitting right next to him, and they fight. John tries
Yeah.
to kill Bobby. As he's strangling Bobby, Bobby disappears.
Bobby's looking pretty rough at this point too. Like his clothes are all
Yeah.
tattered and he's dirty.
Of course, but he does his voice, his disembodied voice, does say,
I'm inside your head, motherfucker. I'm here forever.
Yeah.
great touch. And so then, of course, the creature emerges from the pond and tells John that I told you I'm going to rip your dick off. I don't remember that being said,
Nope.
but okay, so you don't
It
either.
works.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And he does rip John's dick off.
Did he? I thought he just tried. I didn't think he was successful.
I thought it was implied that he did, but
Okay.
number of things that I've gotten wrong about movies that we've done on
Well,
this
I don't
show.
know.
It's
Just
staggering.
the reason why I think is because when you look at John, in one scene he's got his underwear on, the next scene he's got his underwear off, and the next scene again, when the fish monster relents, he's got his underwear on again. So I'm not sure.
I did notice there was some strange continuity with the
Yeah.
underwear. But that's when the monster is distracted because we hear a woman's voice calling out to him. And she emerges from the water. She's wearing a black hoodie, and she exposes her. Well, I'm pretty sure it was a prosthetic pair of boobs.
Yeah. I think it was the
Because-
same kind of prosthetics that drag queens wear, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And the creature, upon seeing maybe what he assumed would be a finer source of fish piss or fish milk, he runs into the water straight to the teeth.
Oh my.
And
In
that's
fast
when
forward.
yeah. And that's when John says,
And that was the last time I ever saw that fishy fuck.
so that brings us to the denouement. John's friend, who is the guy he met at the gay bar that he said he needed to tug, is at a doctor's office. It's John's doctor. The tug friend is saying that he wants to see John. He's brought into the room where John is, where there's a toy monkey and some coloring book, cutout pages of coloring books, I think.
And it's an unfinished room too. Like the light switches, there's no switch there. There's just wires coming out. And same with the plugs on the wall. Mm-hmm.
Excellent touch, because this is where I think Janice was getting more avant-garde,
Okay.
because I don't think this scene was real. I think
No.
this was scene. The room itself, I think, was John's mind.
Okay.
So wires coming out of the walls, things being unfinished. I'm probably overthinking this.
Probably. But I mean, it would also make sense because the psychiatrist was sweet little Billy.
Yeah, that's another thing that leads me to think that's almost like that Wizard of Oz scene where the actors who played the other characters show up.
Yeah. It,
But this is where it gets interesting.
yeah.
The doctor takes him to see John,
Hmm.
and when they get into the room, the doctor refers to John as James.
Exactly.
Friend refers to John as Jeff. I don't know if you caught that one too.
No, I caught the James. I didn't catch the Jeff.
James.
Yeah, I swear he called it. There was James and then Jeff. I don't know if that was deliberate or what. Um, it could be a play on his having a personality disorder or
Okay.
identity or whatever. I'm like a friggin' psychologist myself over here. But then John just breaks out into a rant about broccoli and fish,
Broccoli, fish.
and Billy comes into the room once again with the trash bag over his head to taunt him, and that's it. That's fish piss, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fish piss. There are a couple of after credit scenes like there always are with his movies. One of them states that Justin is a and should have been in this film. I don't know
Yep,
who Justin is, but he is apparently he's a
yep.
yeah. After the credits, there's
Justin Pottingham,
sorry.
the guy behind Gosh Darn Video, I believe.
Okay. Siri thinks I'm talking to it because I said sorry again.
Yes.
Being a Canadian, I tell you.
Oh,
There's also an after credit scene with a long-haired fella who finds a feather on the beach, and he goes for an adventure into the water where the beast waits.
Here, she waits. The beast.
I didn't. I don't think that was on my version.
Really? Okay. And then a fish monster jumps out of the water and eats his dick off, much to his pleasure. He enjoys getting his dick eaten off.
Oh, I might have assumed that it was over, and I might just not have
Yeah.
seen that.
Well, then there's another after credit scene after that too, where our friend Steve Reifsteck and his buddy uh, are playing on guitar, and then the guy who plays John comes out and sings the Broccoli Rock song.
Oh, broccoli!
Oh, I did not see that. That might
Yeah,
not be on the version that Janice sent me.
yeah, maybe not. Yeah, so maybe you got to see Fishman Oral, and I got to see a acoustic version of Broccoli Rock.
Someday, well, we'll have to do a little file trading so
A
we
little
can
swippy
each.
swap. A little
Yes.
swippy swap over here. So, oh, and we get to, it starts off with some sound bites from a movie. And if you know Janice.Click's movies, you can guess that they come from Shrek. About Donkey. Donkey! So, Jeff, what do you
Yes.
think about fish piss overall?
Let's see what we get with Fish Piss. We get a movie that can be viewed either as nonsensical or as thought-provoking. We get a unique film style that I've never seen from any other filmmaker ever in the world. The only thing missing was some actual nudity. We got some prosthetic batch and boob, but that doesn't take anything away from this fine film. So the obvious answer is 10 out of 10.
Woohoo! All right.
And
So,
you, Bear.
yeah, I believe that this is the second Janice.Click movie that I've seen. I've also seen Attack of the Scarecrow from Mars, which I
Yep.
very much enjoyed. I wasn't sure what I was watching when I started it. I thought that maybe this was an old movie that somebody made in the 90s that they've just been kind of hanging on to and they just remastered it and put it out. But no, um, Steve makes all of these movies in the now, and they're done in a VHS camcorder, and it's really cool. And there's just lots of weird stuff. And after the movie is over, there's always a whole shit ton of stuff to enjoy afterwards. It's just weird. And I would imagine that he was heavily influenced by the Tim and Eric show. The Tim and Eric Awesome Show, great job. Like Jeff and I were too. It kind of shines through, and especially with that guest shot from the guy with no bottom teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, based on all of that, I really liked it. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 as well.
Yay!
Hooray! So that brings us to the end of another episode of the Bottom of the Barrel. I don't know if it's as short as Jeff thought it might be. I think it's probably going to be about a half hour when we get to it, which is right in the sweet spot. It's right in the pocket.
It wasn't over an hour like Vampire Time Travelers.
Like Vampire Time Travelers and Empire of the Dark. Those ones were the long ones, and then Ninja Terminators was a bit long too. But yeah, just it's good to have some long ones. It's good to have some short ones. Ask the ladies; they'll tell you the same thing. Oh, cue Peter Bark and the crickets. Yeah. All right, folks. We hope you enjoyed our discussion of the movie Fish Piss. As always, you can click the subscribe button on our video. Subscribe to both of our channels at the exact same time. Costs you $0, and it'll take you exactly 1 second to do. You can now catch us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. On Spotify, we're on video. On Apple, we're just audio only. So you'll have to just enjoy our dulcet tones and imagine the clips from the movies. But either way. Yeah, so come and check us out, and we'll be here again next week. See you later.